I'll intro you in.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I'll just be off screen.
Perfect. We'll have some fun.
I gotta get brushed up.
Oh yeah,
I think I generally know what I want to talk about.
great. We are live.
Oh, they can hear us. Hey, everybody.
What is going on, Top Shot Nation? I'm Jacob Eisenberg, joined with my good friend Samuel D. How we doing? Top Shot drop day #1 of the season. How we doing, everyone? How we doing, Samuel D?
I'm doing great. I had to stand up. I was sitting down, and I'm quite frankly just too excited to sit down. Kudos to you. I can see you swiveling, though. I can see the
Oh,
swivel
oh,
excitement.
we're swiveling all right. This is a big one. I just hopped up on some coffee, ready to go. Loaded up the Dapper Balance, hoping I get some packs. We're gonna have some fun here. This is a big one. It is the inaugural drop of the 25-26 season. It is the first time in Top Shot history we're dropping packs, boxes, and cases. We're going to get into all of that, everything you need to know about the boxes and the cases. We'll be plugging you in. But beyond that, we're going to talk rookies. We're going to do some rookie superlatives. We're going to talk a little maybe Ja Morant and the what's going on over in Memphis, and just some way too early season predictions for this NBA calendar year. This is a good one. This is going to be a lot of fun. Top Shot Nation in the chat, make sure that you keep your eyes on the drops because they are coming fast and loose today. We've got packs, we've got boxes, we've got cases. You're going to want to get in on as many of those as you can because supplies are extremely limited. We are already oversubscribed on the boxes and the cases. So might as well put in as many entries as you can to try to maximize your chances. This is going to be a big day for Top Shot. Needless to say, a lot of planning, a lot of hard work has gone into this, dating back to literally last season, all of the things that we wanted to institute for this season, and we are finally here. Sam, let's start with maybe a meatball for you. What is the thing you are most excited about with this NBA season on Top Shot?
I'm gonna kind of go with a little bit of a deeper cut. Maybe because it's a baby. It's my baby. I feel like Club Collection. I'm so excited about Club Collection. I think a lot of the swings we're taking this year are um, creative ones, and just making sure that like we already have the best collectibles, and like let's just keep improving on the way they look. And the Club Collection is something I remember pitching, and when they came, I had never in my wildest dreams did I expect exactly how beautiful they are. And I got a little unprofessional in some of our Slack channels when they're like, "Hey, does this look good?" My responses were just a lot of sweaty emojis. Um, so I think Club Collection is going to be like probably the thing that I'm going for. I'm always going to go after rookie debut. I've got every rookie premiere moment except for the RJ Barrett, MGLE, and Hollow MMX. But all the common rookie premiere badge moments I have, I'm going to keep the streak alive. So I'm obviously so excited about the blockchains and the hard courts, signatures, the interactive moments. All that almost goes without saying. But the club collection is the thing that I think is my sleeper pick for the thing that is going to get me to ape more than I may have expected.
They definitely remind me of the collectibles I went after as a kid in the 90s. So have loved the artwork direction there. Chat, we've got some live updates in real time here. About 10 minutes left for you to put in an order on the cases. The cases are the crown jewel of the drop, $2,500 per case, 100 cases out there. We already have 400 plus orders on these cases. So your odds of getting one are not super high, but it doesn't hurt to try. And within one of these cases, you are going to find the Cooper Flag Rookie Ultimate 1 of 1. It is inscribed with a custom note. It's the only 1 of 1 from Cooper Flag with this inscription. And it's going to be a beautiful collectible. If you haven't seen it already, highly recommend checking it out in the marketplace. So about 10 minutes left, 9 minutes to be precise, to put in your orders. Seeing some questions in the chat. Let's clear some of these questions up. One question, how does the draw work? Is it the people that put in their orders first getting it? No, the draw is completely randomized. You are allowed to put in as many orders as your Top Shot score threshold will allow you. We'll collect all those orders in the case, no pun intended, in the case of the cases. If we have 400 orders and there are 100 packs available, we will do a random draw. So of those 400 orders, you will get a 25% chance of landing per order. So there is a lot of competition there, of course. We now have, nearly 300 unique collectors have put in an order over the $2,500 for that case. So we are nearly at a point. We certainly have more unique collectors chasing the case than cases available. And of the people that have put in an order for a case, not that many have put in for multiple. So there is a chance. There is a chance. Let's go through some more questions here. Trade ticket packs. What about them? They are coming tomorrow. We have, I think it's 18,000 trade ticket packs available, 10 trade tickets per pack, 3 moments per pack. You've got a chance at rookie debuts, custom inserts in all of those trade ticket packs. Can I resell? Yes, you can resell. You can resell. If you get a box or a case, you can resell the entire case. You can open the case and you can resell individual packs from the case. Same thing for the boxes. Think of it not too dissimilar from the physical comparison. If you get a box or a case, you can do whatever you want with it, including ripping, stashing, or flipping. Let's go through any more questions we got here. We've got questions about, we want some Brooks Barnhizer talk. Okay. We'll indulge. Maybe not specific to Brooks. He wasn't on my bingo card of the rookie superlatives. But Sam, it's no secret. This is one of the most anticipated rookie classes in decades. And not just that. It is a rookie class that within 2 weeks of seeing them play, they're living up to the hype. It has been a very impressive showing so far. Let's dive into some rookie superlatives. Let's start out with perhaps one of the easier ones. Let's go with your future league pass guy. Who is the guy, not necessarily the best player in the class, but the guy in 3 to 5 years you are going to tune into because his team is playing on league pass and you just can't take your eyes off of him?
Well, as long as he's in Memphis, it's got to be Cedric Coward. Leading rookies, I think he's got a 73% true shooting percentage right now. I think it's tops in the league. Tops in the league for rookies and like 7th in the league overall for players who've scored like over 100 points maybe. He's just doing it. He's just doing everything. Honestly, Jacob, I'll give you your flowers. He's doing everything that you predicted Cedric Howard would do. And so, yeah, I think he's – and as long as he's in Memphis, you know, we've talked about the John Morant stuff. It's hard to see the needle pointing like straight up for the future of the Grizzlies right now. And so, yeah, as long as he's in Memphis, they feel like a league pass team. So I'm going Cedric Howard. Probably stole your pick right out from underneath you. But maybe, you know, I think Trey Johnson's another guy doing exactly what we expected he would do.
Oh, man, don't steal all my guys from underneath.
All right, let me go. Who's the next one? Yeah, I think Trey Johnson's doing what, like, he's going to come in, he's going to get buckets, and he's going to do it in a way. It's kind of a throwback style, too. I love, like, Trey Johnson's not one of these, you know, it's either at the rim or from the perimeter. Like, he's getting everywhere in the midi. He's, you know, just crushing elbow jumpers like his sophomore teammate Bob Carrington did for the Wizards last year. The Wizards are so much fun right now.
They are. They were a little feisty against my Knicks on Monday. Was a little frustrating to see the Knicks struggle to pull away until kind of midway through the third quarter. But you look at those Wizards between the guards, obviously Trey Johnson playing a little more on the wing now that they do have the Carrington and Koulibaly kind of ball handling going on. But they're good. They are an interesting team for sure. I think, you know, they're not going to show it in the record this year. They're also incentivized to not be great because they have a protected first that would convey over to the Knicks if they are just good enough. But But yeah, I mean, no secret to those who were tuning into some of our streams around the draft. Cedric Howard is my favorite player in the class. I've used the comp to prime Chris Middleton pretty often. I just see a lot of overlap of 3-and-D potential, willingness to kind of pull up from the mid-range. We are getting some live updates. We have officially oversubscribed on the standard pack. So now all 3 offerings, the packs, the boxes, the cases, all oversubscribed. For the cases, we are now at 2,700 orders. 2,700 orders, 100, or no, sorry, that's for the boxes. 500 orders for the cases. All right. 2,700 orders on the boxes. Only 2,000 boxes available. So officially oversubscribed there. And north of 5,000 orders on the packs. Only 5,000 packs available. Doesn't hurt. Put in more orders. You'll increase your chances of being able to rip. So that's pretty exciting. Real-time update. We now have 4,700 orders on the boxes, only 2,000 boxes available. So again, in those boxes, you are going to find one lucky collector at least is going to find the 1/1 VJ Edgecombe rookie ultimate. Sam, with that, let's maybe talk a little VJ Edgecombe. I think he's been certainly the most impressive from a box score standpoint. Are you surprised? Is this what you expected? What did you know about VJ going into the season, and what has impressed you most about VJ since the season started?
I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming at all. I thought he looked explosive in bursts last year at Baylor, but I think you'd have to take those small sample sizes at Baylor and to say that he's going to do this and he's going to do more when he makes it to the league. Obviously he's had a little bit of an expanded role with some injury stuff going on. The fact that they're getting Jared McCain back, who was on track to be the rookie of the year last year. The guard room already with VJ and Tyrese has been producing over the first 10, 15 days of the season. Literally historic. They're doing it every single night. But yeah, no, I didn't see it coming from VJ. I didn't see it coming. I feel like if more people saw it coming, I'm not sure he would have, kind of not been in that locked in at that 2 spot in the draft.
Yeah, and Dylan's obviously, short of the injury, he's obviously also been very impressive. I'll say this about VJ. I saw him with the Bahamian national team where he was, playing with Aiden and Eric Gordon, and he was clearly the best player on the team. So much so that I actually think if he took the Shaden Sharp, Enos Cantor route and just sat out that college season, he probably would have been better off. But he's been unbelievable. And to your point about the Maxey, Edgecombe, McCain backcourt, All-Star Weekend struggling. We need to come up with some innovation and ideas for how to revive the All-Star Weekend. What if we had, and just stay with me here because it is a little zany, a relay race where they circumnavigate the Intuit Dome, and it's a 3-man relay. Every team's 3-man. Any players on that team can pick their 3 fastest. Each player has to do a whole lap around the dome. They pass the baton to the next guy. I think VJ, Maxey, and even though I don't think McCain's necessarily the fastest of the bunch, I think that between Maxey and VJ being as explosive and fast as they are, that might be the fastest trio in the league.
Yeah, I'd be terrified of VJ Edgecombe coming at me full tilt. I'm making business decisions on a nightly basis if I'm defending him. He just attacks the rim. It's just vicious. He's just trying to embarrass you all the time. He's obviously, he's already got some of the closest. I've really wanted to mint some missed dunks from him already just because I feel like it would still be great to collect because just what could have been. We're so close to having some of 2 or 3 dunks of the year from him in 7 games, I think they played.
It's I've seen a few of them. He's not taking any mercy on the rim.
My favorite in the chat, Zion, Derek Queen, DeAndre Jordan relay team. Who says no?
Yeah, I think that is the modern day equivalent of that infamous Isaiah Thomas ESPN the magazine cover where it's Eddie Curry, Zebo, Quentin Richardson kind of showing up. And this is not like peak Quentin Richardson. Yeah, this is hey, New Orleans has the beignets, and it's a good group for that. We are officially closing down the pre-order for the cases. We got 568 orders for 100 cases, north of 300 unique collectors chasing the cases. May the pack gods be with you. For those tuning in, a little context, a little information here. There is a stagger, right? The boxes are going to close. If we can get control room to pull up the graphic that we've got, we'll show off kind of the run of show for this drop, as there is a little bit of staggering here. The intention here is to allow collectors to know whether they got the packs, the boxes, or the cases, so that they can get their funds back or make decisions around whether they want to chase the next item before those draws conclude. So bear with us here as we get it pulled up. And while we get it pulled up, maybe we'll shift some gears and talk some more superlatives. Now, Sam, this one's one of my favorites. Who's the rookie that's most likely to be traded in year 2? It's a little bit of a mean one, right? Like, these guys are just making it. But who is most likely to be in trade talks next season?
I'd be interested to see, sorry, by Sniper, maybe Jeremiah Fears. I mean, I think he's like coming in, he's exceeding expectations right now. The Pelicans just always feel ripe for like making, some pretty wild decisions, some pretty brash decisions. And if he keeps putting up these numbers, he's another one of these guards is coming in, he's scoring at 3 levels. And obviously the game hasn't even slowed down for him yet. So if Fears can continue to put up some offensive numbers, and the Pelicans, they finally got a win last night against my Hornets. We collapsed just in the nick of time to give the Pelicans their first win of the season. I might go Fears. I love it. Everybody's trying to get a little young score, see if they can get in early, untap some Pelicans potential.
I like it. All right. So as we were saying, right, we have a little bit of a staggering here. The cases pre-order is officially closed. Within the next 10, 15 minutes, you will know whether you have received your case or not. Again, may the pack gods be with you. From there, boxes. We've got another 26 minutes to put in your orders on the boxes. We are well oversubscribed there. Nearly 5,000, if not already surpassed 5,000 orders for the 2,000 boxes available. That is a big deal. You want to get a box, you're going to get a bunch of packs and some box toppers. These are guaranteed inserts. So you can think about the pack. The pack comes with 6 moments and a guaranteed rookie debut. The box comes with 5 of those packs plus 2 additional single moment packs. Those single moment packs are called the box toppers. Those come with some premium inserts and, of course, the chance at the 1/1 BJ Edgecombe. And last but not least, with the cases, you're getting 10 of those packs plus 3 case toppers. These, again, guaranteed inserts in the cases, including one of those 100 cases is going to come with the Cooper flag. It is going to be electric. We are looking forward to seeing what people pull. And again, you can pick and choose what you keep, what you rip, what you flip. There's no prerogative to, if you open the case, you don't have to open all the packs within that case. You don't have to open any of them, in fact. To answer, go for it.
I'm pretty excited about these packs. We've obviously sold like premium packs over the years here at Top Shot, but the premium price point and the premium content within them typically just means like you're still going to be getting, let's go back to like the Series 23-24 $1,500 rookie rev packs. Those were still, I think they were like 5 or 6 moments inside of them. So it's like, you're paying a premium price tag, but really what you're getting is like just guaranteed hits. Like there's not really like an added bonus of ripping. And so what I love about this is that these case toppers and the box topper bonus packs You go through those pack listing pages and sort of look through, exactly what's in them. They're some of the hottest packs, even for single moment packs. They're unbelievable. But like, I love this idea that our premium packs now also contain lots of ripping. And ripping packs that's what we love to do. Like if you're going to spend $250 or $2,500, not only do I want to hit really good stuff that's inside of them, but I also want to be ripping for longer than the same amount of time it would take me to rip like a $5 chance hit. You're obviously going to be a little trembly, and you're when you're revealing these individual moments in them. But like, yeah, there's more variance inside each pack, and there's just more ripping, and more ripping is more fun.
Yeah, the variance is a big one, right? I think we've heard loud and clear from our community for years, like, hey, pulling dupes stinks. Hey, if I rip 5 of these packs and I'm going to get a ton of dupes across it, why am I ripping 5 packs? That's not going to be the case this season. And I think that's what makes the cadence of the kind of infrequent drops so important, but also the parallels, the increased number of sets, the additions. We went very heavy on decreasing the mint counts on each of these sets. But there are going to be more options, more variety across the board. So that's going to be really exciting. To one of the questions in the chat, Timothy Hale asks, is the con definitely in one of the standalone rookie packs, or could it be in one of the rookie packs in the case of their boxes? It could be in any of them. We genuinely don't know. It could be in one of the boxes. It could be in one of the cases. It is in a rookie pack. Those packs are all made equal. So
so this one actually will not. It could be in a standard standalone pack or in a box. The packs within the case are a separate listing, so the premium packs are going to be will not contain the con nipple. So it'll either be in the standalone or in the bulk boxes.
Got it. Thank you for that clarifier, Sam. Going back to the superlative question, I'm going to kind of take the cheap shortcut out, Sam. And this is less an indictment on the player and more just a pragmatic approach to which teams, based on early season returns and expectations, is most likely going to be in the trade business, be it this year or next. And that's where I'm going Jace Richardson with the Orlando Magic. I think that they've been a little underwhelming. They're probably, I would say, if I had to guess, they're going to resort to, hey, let's see if we can bring in an offensive-minded coach. That will be their first order of business in terms of like, hey, how can we make this kind of equation work out for the talent we do have on the team? But if and when they are realizing they actually need kind of a more prototypical point guard or someone that maybe is a little more durable than Jalen Suggs, I could totally see Jace Richardson being an addendum to that type of a trade to net back a more premium star player to come in and help kind of run the offense. I think they had hopes and expectations that the sum of the parts of Franz's playmaking, Paolo's playmaking, and Bane's playmaking would equal one true point guard or one true creator. I think they're seeing in the lack of clarity around who's actually the number one creator on the team, it's been a little bit of diffused excitement or diffused confidence amongst that group. And that's where someone like Jace, who you and I were both pretty high on him coming out of Michigan State, he could play point guard. He's more of kind of an undersized 3-and-D guy. Definitely has a silky smooth touch from the perimeter. But yeah, maybe the less sexy of our responses there, but I could see him getting traded. Let's do one more superlative and then dive into a little bit more on the update side. Before diving in, though, I see Jack in chat asks, when will boxes be delivered? The pre-order closes at 4 p.m. We anticipate boxes to be delivered and kind of the draw to be randomized in that window between 4 and 4:30 p.m. So don't have an exact time for you, but you should know whether you've gotten the box before the pack window closes. All right, here's the Bruno Caboclo superlative, 2 years away from being 2 years away. And maybe less in a pejorative way of like, oh, that guy's not going to make it. Unfortunately, in Bruno's case, he's been successful overseas. He's had a nice career for himself, but he never really made it as a NBA guy. Let's do it in the more optimistic sense of 2 years away from being 2 years away. Who's someone that, 5 years from now, you wouldn't be surprised actually finds footing as a solid contributor on a winning team?
I'll go with the hometown team here. I think Sion James has really been a pleasant surprise. I think he was can't remember if he was taken right before or right after Ryan Kalkbrenner. I think right after.
He was 33rd overall, Sion James,
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I think Kalkbrenner may have been 31 or something. So, he's been a really nice surprise. Plays hard. He's obviously coming out of a Duke system where it's kind of hard to get a lot of shine when you're playing behind his current teammate, Kahn and Cooper Flagg. Come on, Malawak. There's a lot of mouths to feed in that Duke system last year. So, obviously we've been bit by the injury bug already a little bit here in Charlotte. Kind of thrust into a little bit more of a role, but yeah, I mean, he's doing things on both sides of the ball. So pretty happy with Sion James so far.
So you have a lot of rookies on your Charlotte Hornets. Who's been, other than Sion James, who's been most exciting for you, or who do you, are you bullish on all of them? I guess is the place to start.
Kind of hard not to be right now. I mean, Liam McNeely was really hot on the college recruiting train last year before he went to UConn. I'm an Alabama fan. We were kind of in the Liam McNeely sweepstakes. It was kind of a sweepstakes. I think he was a little underwhelming at UConn, but I thought he was a great pickup for the Hornets in the draft. Was really excited to see. He was great in summer league. Just really hasn't fit into the rotation here. So I think Liam McNeely, a little less hot on right now, but the other three rookies, kind of hard not to be. I mean, Con Knippel led the team in rebounds last night. I think he finished with 22 and 12. Kalkbrenner has never missed a shot in his entire life, and he may never miss again. And 6 stocks last night. And again, you can watch the game slowing down for Kalkbrenner, and it's not there yet. You can still tell he's a little frazzled, and he looks a little deer in the headlights sometimes, and he's still producing. So, I'm thrilled. Anytime that you've got, this is kind of like the Wizards last year, where they had Sar and Keyshawn and Bob Carrington, where you've got obviously I don't know, they're probably all kind of in that same draft range too, where you really need the first one to hit, you hope the second one hits, and if the third one does, it feels like house money. So Hornets are a fun league pass team. You throw in LaMelo, you throw in Brandon Miller when he's back. We got league pass written all over us.
100%. Yeah, and Keyshawn George, the one that got away. The Knicks had the pick, they traded it. When I saw on my on the ESPN ticker that they took him, I was so excited. He was I had him, I think, 12th on my board that year. So it's been frustrating nonetheless to see him really take a leap this season. To answer the question, the 2 years away from being 2 years away, I'm going with my own homer take here. I don't know if you've seen Mohamed Diawara, but he has been a revelation for the Knicks. Built exactly like Pascal Siakam. Same build, same movement on the court. More of a passer, I would say, than a mid-range kind of monster at this point in his development. But he is the type of guy. Jarace Walker, I would also put into this kind of group. Extremely coordinated, 6'9", pretty sturdy body, pretty wiry frame. Going to be hard to score on him if you are a guy that doesn't have elite speed or elite depth from the perimeter. So it's been cool to see he's already somewhat leapfrogged the Pacome Dadiers and Ariel Hukportis of the world in the Knicks rotation. That being said, he is truly a Caboclo type because there's a lot of development. He's extremely raw, but it has been, obviously needless to say to anyone that follows the Knicks in the chat or has followed the Knicks from afar over past few years, the idea of number 50, I believe, in the draft, maybe 51 overall in the draft, getting enough minutes in the first 2 weeks of the NBA season for me to have an informed take on whether they will have it or won't have it long-term. That is just such a departure from the Tibbs era. And it's been pretty refreshing to see guys get real minutes. We've got some updates here. About 25% of the cases have been delivered. They're in the process of being delivered in full. We will give you updates as those are fully delivered. But as of 1 minute ago, about 25% had been distributed. Unsuccessful orders are being returned as well. So that credit can roll straight into the boxes or the packs. Choose your own adventure there. We've got about 45 minutes left for the packs to be available. Again, oversubscribed there already. And we've got another 13 minutes left to go in our boxes. So good luck to you all as you wait and watch. Let's see. Do we have any fun conversation topics in the chat? We see some Ben Saraf commentary. I think he's been better than I expected. I don't know if we need to do a deep dive on the guy, but he's a little crafty and he's putting up, some games you see him and it's Josh Giddey-esque from the rookie year where it's like 10, 7, and 5. And you're like, all right, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I think I make a cameo in his rookie debut. So look for somebody. There's a funny story. I think it's the Nolan Traore rookie debut. So I was at the Nets on opening night. I go every opening night is great. It's even better when it's rookie debut night. Last year the Hornets were away, I think at Houston on rookie debut night. But this night I was like counting up. I was looking at the the rosters. I was like, there's going to be potential for like 7 or 8 rookie debuts. You've got Colin Sexton, Michael Porter Jr. with some fresh threads opportunities. LaMelo and Brandon Miller obviously have like season tip-off kind of vibes, potential at all times to do something show-stopping, and of course they did. But so my number one goal that night was how many rookie debuts can I get myself into? I'm going to sneak down as low as I can. I'm going to switch sides at halftime, kind of go where I need to go. And yeah, I think I've officially made my cameo in like 6 or 7 of them. So if you're a big Ben Saraf fan, I'm happy to be in the collectible myself, making some cameos. Is it a value boost? We don't know.
Let's talk. Okay, let's maybe do one last rookie superlative and then talk general NBA for a minute here. Let's do, I think the most important question. What's your wildest rookie take?
Oh, why don't you take the lead on this one? I'm gonna piggyback.
All right, I like it. My wildest rookie take. I think that we're gonna see a lot more. I'm between 2, and I don't want to misuse it. All right, I think my wildest rookie take. I think that we're going to hear a lot about Carter Bryant over the next few years. I think that Carter Bryant is going to be more likely to stick around with the Spurs long term than Dylan Harper, just based on kind of what their team is and what their upside opportunities are. And I think that Carter Bryant is going to probably win multiple championships as a core piece, a Bruce Bowen type, if you will, for the next generation of San Antonio Spurs. That's my wildest take.
I think that like a 2030 redraft, Colin Murray-Boyles might go top 4.
Top 4. All right, let's play that. Yeah. I appreciate it. Mine was pretty tame. I don't want to have it used against me later. I could probably get a little more aggressive with it. But yeah, okay, let's do that 2030 redraft. Let's not play the conservative game. Let's play the aggressive game. What is your 2030 redraft if everyone hits?
I'll just go with my sleepers. The guys that I think that would be in a redraft drafted, 10 plus picks above where they were drafted. I think Asa Newell is a candidate. like coming off because obviously so much of this is based on like what did they do their freshman year,
Yep.
and you go in with these high expectations. Obviously, like Ace Bailey, incredibly high expectations at Rutgers. Kind of, I don't want to say like laid an egg. I think he's going to be better than what he was at Rutgers. And obviously with the Laurie Markkinen injury, not Laurie Markkinen.
Walker
I saw
Kessler.
that Kessler's out. That's such a bummer. And with the direction, I think he's going to have a better rookie year than he's been having. I think things are going to slow down for Ace, but I'm not sure. I think that like Ace Newell and Ace Bailey might be kind of like neck and neck in a redraft. Ace Newell's coming out of a bad Georgia team. So I think Ace Newell would be one of my guys, along with Colin Murray Boyle's taking a nice little leap up in a redraft.
All right. I like it. I'd say Cedric Coward's a guy that I could see in a redraft going 10 picks earlier, which would mean he has to go number 2. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. He's probably closer to 4 or 5, but he's that good. Yang Hansen, of course, could go 10 picks earlier pretty easily. He went 16th overall, I believe. He is the real deal. I think, not too dissimilar from the Alperen Şengün, Domantas Sabonis, Jokic kind of archetype. I would say Rasheer Fleming, I think, dropped pretty far. Drake Powell, another guy that dropped pretty far. Those are guys I like. If I'm doing the redraft, I'm going Cooper 1. I'm going Dylan Harper 2. I'm going VJ 3. I'm going Coward 4. I'm going Yang Hansen 5. That's where I think I am right now in terms of my top 5.
Disrespect.
I love Khan. He is a featured partner of NBA Top Shot this season, along with 25 other rookies. And Khan is going to be really good in the NBA. I just happen to think the 5 guys I mentioned before him have a little bit more superstar potential.
Yeah, I mean, we were at Summer League. We were at Yang Hansen Mania, seeing the potential there, the little baby Jokic kind of going on. Obviously haven't seen it yet in Portland. Interested to see if he gets some Rip City minutes. But obviously he's got it written all over him that he's got redraft potential. Obviously with all of the Jokic, at least, Yang wasn't drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. So, but yeah, I think he could definitely take a step up in a redraft. That's fair. It's also fun on top of fair.
Awesome.
Let's
see a comment. Where's the streaming besides Twitter? We're also on YouTube. You can check us out there, of course. All right, now let's talk. So we got another update. We are at about 75% of cases delivered. All boxes and cases are minted on chain, so it takes a little longer to deliver. The good news is the funds have been returned and got returned really quickly, so you should have the opportunity to get in on the cases in the next 5 minutes and then packs after there. All right, let's talk general NBA here. I need your bold prediction. Does Ja Morant last the full season in Memphis?
No way. I mean, I think that he's in year 5, year 6 in Memphis. This is not a new relationship. It is a new coach. They obviously don't gel. Morant is, as shown, I don't think he necessarily has all of the maturity required to go about this dispute between him and the coaching staff and his playing time. I mean, I think it is kind of wild to think that he's playing 28 minutes a game, something like that. I think there's a pretty good argument to be made that you find more than 28 minutes a game for Ja. But yeah, it just feels like Ja Morant doesn't scream the kind of guy that can repair one of these relationships. I think he's probably out.
It's a real weird story. It's a real weird, not for Ja. Ja's obviously the microcosm of it all, but the amount of hype that front office had, let's call it 2-3 years ago, And they made some picks that I liked at the time. I was impressed by just how consistently they were hitting. And kind of the whole Taylor Jenkins brings on this guy and an arranged marriage. The guy institutes the offense that Ja doesn't like. Taylor Jenkins kind of takes the fall for it. And now he becomes the head coach. Like, I don't get how it's all unfolding there. It seems like very haphazard. I think that, he certainly hasn't done any favors for himself in terms of endearing to the franchise over the past couple of years. I guess the follow-up to that, do you have any bold predictions on where Ja may land or where he should land?
I love the Minnesota. I think Minnesota's the fun one. I think that Sacramento's probably I think Sacramento and Minnesota have been the two things I've seen that I kind of like the packages the most and kind of see the fit more than anything. Minnesota would be the most fun. Like, come on. We work at Top Shot. I want to see John Morant and Anthony Edwards on the court in the same jersey.
You know where I stand. I fully agree. I think it actually makes sense from a fit perspective in terms of a trade piece perspective. I actually really like the idea of a Julius Randle, Jaren Jackson front court that has a lot of like modern day Mark and Zebo kind of what they can do together. Some real-time updates for the group. We are 2 minutes away from the box pre-order expiring. And we have had 100% of cases delivered. So you will know if you had got your case or if you didn't, and you can quickly funnel that into boxes if you want to try. And then, yeah, of course, like on the Jada, Minnesota, like they're going to want a young point guard back. That's where Dillingham comes in. And if they want to try to sell it to the fan base, you could bring back fan favorite, longtime Memphis hero, Mike Conley. I've thought about it a lot. I like it for both sides. And the opportunity to buy low. Think about it. You get John to a point where he's 90% of what he was 2-3 years ago. That's a Ja, Dante, Jaden McDaniels, Ant, Nas, or Gobert starting five with obviously Gobert or Nas coming off the bench, plus a decent amount of depth behind them as well. Like there is something there that would be pretty cool.
I think Chris Finch is a good fit to coach him too.
Chris Finch is a good fit to coach him. Rudy Gobert, a good guy to put behind him to cover up some of the weaknesses. Jaden McDaniel is another good guy to put behind him to cover up the weaknesses. Minneapolis as a city, a good city to put him in to kind of let him focus on basketball. The other teams, let me throw out a couple other teams I thought about. Toronto.
Okay, so you're getting back probably, is it Quickly and Barrett? Like, everybody seems
it's something like Barrett.
RJ Barrett's been balling. Like, I know that everyone wants to talk about RJ Barrett being, I don't know, the negative connotation around RJ Barrett is one that I don't fully understand. You're probably a little closer to that scenario than me, but every time I'm watching the Raptors, RJ Barrett's balling.
Yeah, he's for a team.
He's balling more than people are giving him credit for.
What's interesting about RJ is that there aren't that many guys. He's kind of like what's the best comp? He's kind of like post New Jersey Nets Vince Carter, where he ends up on Orlando and like he kind of thinks that he's still the guy. And when you put the ball around him, he's probably going to be like the 35th best primary creator in the league, and that's not ever going to win you anything. But like he has the makeup, the skill set to quickly shift into like stand in the corner, hit some corner threes, be the secondary creator off of a lead creator. Like he's got that in his bag, and he's a hard worker by all accounts. Everyone loves just the makeup of the kid. He's obviously coming from a family of professionals, and I kind of think that him and Cedric Coward and Jaren Jackson would probably be a little more interesting, a little more fun. We have got some updates here. Boxes are officially closed. Kudos to you, Top Shot community. 7,174 total box orders, well north of more unique collectors ordering a box than boxes available. That is cool to see. Congratulations to everyone. You will know whether or not you get a box within the next 15 minutes, I want to say. So we'll get some good updates there. And in real time, trying to collect some updates on packs, how many packs have been ordered. But all exciting stuff nonetheless. Okay, so Toronto's one team I threw out there. I'll throw out a couple more. New Orleans is one that I think Twitter's trying to make happen.
I don't know what I'm getting back.
You're probably getting
some swings.
Jordan Poole for cap, maybe Jordan Hawkins as a sharpshooter to kind of build with, and maybe you make it a little bigger and you try to get Herb Jones in there and you offer them. I'm trying to think of like the $6 to $11 million range on that team. Brandon Clark, John Conchar. There's kind of that group that you can kind of make the cap work.
I'm okay with Herb staying in the same neck of the woods. My boy needs to stay bass fishing, so if he's in Memphis, he's going to be okay.
So getting some questions from the chat. We've got a question. Is every pack order a separate entry, or do I get none or all of the orders? No, they're all separate entries. So if you order a bunch, that ups your chances of getting one. It's not all or nothing. You might end up with 1/3 of the number of packs you ordered. You might be ending up with 0. You might be ending up with all of the packs you ordered. How do I know if I make it to the pre-sale? You should have an order confirmation. If you place an order on a pack, it should say the number of packs you've ordered. That should be confirmed on that pack page. All right. So I'll give you the last team I've seen for Ja. The Clippers.
Okay. It's a lot of old pieces getting back.
It is.
How do you sell it to Memphis?
Well, they love. Yeah, I think that. I mean, so what is the hypothetical deal we're talking about here? You would have to think if you're Memphis, you've got Edie, you've got Jaren Jackson. I don't know if you're that excited to bring back like a John Collins or a Ivica Zubac, as much as I appreciate those guys and think those guys are good. Kobe Brown's probably not wetting the beak too much. James Harden is staying. Kawhi likely staying. Now that would be something. Kawhi going to Memphis, and with all that's going on right now, that would be interesting. I think there's just kind of this belief I've seen on Twitter that like you get Jada a big market like LA and he explodes and he brings his joy back, and I don't personally see the fit more than what is the return, because I think that his market isn't so exorbitant right now that you're going to have to give up, both your arms. But I just don't know, like, does he play well off of Harden? Probably not. And that becomes a little interesting.
Yeah, they don't have a ton of picks either. Yeah, I think that I think my favorite is obviously Minnesota. I'm just trying to curate John Morant, Anthony Edwards.
I guess the other one, which should surprise no one, is our good friend Vivek Ranadive getting in on the mix in Sacramento.
Thanks.
What do they offer? Keegan Murray? I mean, they've been trying to shop Malik Monk for ages, it seems, and that to me makes no sense, because I look at the market. I think Malik Monk's really good, and I don't think that contract's that bad. If I can get an asset back and take him in at that contract, I'm okay with it. But that said, they've got now Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook. They've got Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. It's like, how many more guards do you need? You probably do need to make a consolidation trade at some point.
Yeah. I feel like those two feel Kings and Wolves. Just sort of see like how the next couple months go around the league. I feel like some of the teams we mentioned are going to start trending upwards, and they're not really going to be interested in shaking it down. And then you're going to have some teams that start trending downwards, and all of a sudden maybe some new faces show up knocking on Memphis' door.
I agree. The last team I'll say that I went to the movie theater last weekend, and I'm walking around downtown Brooklyn. Downtown Brooklyn, for those who aren't familiar, is a little weird. It's like Brooklyn's a huge, huge, huge borough, but it's not like the skyline you would expect of a New York City, right? But there is a mall, and right across the street from the mall, there's this giant mural. It's a Nike mural. For years, literal years, before Kevin Durant became a Brooklyn Net, he was on the mural. Now we got Ja Morant and his new sneaker on the mural. And it has me thinking, Sam, why not? What does Sean Marks have to lose bringing in Ja Morant? What would the package cost? I mean, Cam Thomas presumably would waive his no-trade clause to leave anywhere, or to leave for anywhere at this point. I don't see Memphis being interested in taking back the Michael Porter contract. Nick Claxton could be kind of flipped into something. They did just spend 5 first-round picks on players this most recent draft. I could see it. I don't think it's crazy.
I like the fit, and I think the thing I like the most about it, I think I like Cam Thomas in Memphis.
That guy would be pretty happy. He would have a green light. He does have a no trade clause, so it would probably hinge on how willing the Grizzlies were to committing to giving him, I don't know, 345, 460. Like, I don't think it's a crazy contract given kind of the bucket getter he is. Yeah,
that's funny.
That's what happens when you accept a qualifying offer. Good on him.
I don't know. Or he stays in Memphis,
Or he stays in Memphis. I mean, hey, they changed out their coaches. I could see it. Let's see. Anything else? We got some real-time updates for you. We're at 6,500 packs ordered. Only 5,000 packs available. So get in on your packs while you can. This is, needless to say, a very exciting drop. Each pack comes with a guaranteed rookie debut. Those rookie debuts are limited to just 1,000. They are the scarcest rookie collectibles out there. You can compare to any other, be it the physical analogs, be it other digital. These are scarce, and you're going to want them. Let's see, Sam. We're 2 weeks into the NBA season. I've got a prop, a fun one for you. Starting today, we're not counting last year. Starting today, who is going to win more championships in the rest of the 2020s? The Oklahoma City Thunder, you know where I'm going, or the San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah. Boy. I feel like the answer is probably going to be. I feel like it's probably going to be the Thunder. It feels like you're more of the cap guy between the two of us. How long until everything explodes in Oklahoma City?
I mean, what do you mean by explodes? Because I mean, Presti's done an incredible job of, if they want to secure the nucleus of that big three, as long as they're willing to part ways with the Aaron Wigginses of the world and the Isaiah Joes of the world, it's not going to explode. And they have such a backlog of first rounders that they almost like by necessity either need to trade or use. So I actually think like the question much more falls into the camp of, do you believe that SGA, J-Dub, Chet, and insert 8 guys that Sam Presti is going to identify, and they're probably going to be at very worst Jalen Williams, Will level, right? Like he's good at finding talent. He always has been.
I mean, I think so much of it, like it depends on continuing to hit. Obviously, like Brooks Barnhizer, Thomas Sorber out for the year with the ACL. Topic, hopefully he comes back soon. You know, they got my guy Chris Youngblood. I'm stunned that Chris Youngblood has played. I don't know if he played last night, but he played in the first 7 games of the season for the defending champions. Just as a homer, I'm very proud of that. But yeah, it just depends on like how much they can continue to hit on guys like Aaron Wiggins and Lou Dort, and how they can continue to identify guys like Isaiah Joe. Buying low on guys elsewhere. Obviously, track record. I think I'm going to go Oklahoma City just because track record tells us they're going to be able to keep that up. Like, they don't have to continue to hit at such a high rate where, like, identifying, first they identified SGA, then they identified Isaiah Joe. 2 layers. Does it keep kind of going down, and, can they keep that up? But I think if we said next 10 years, we open it up to 2035, I think I'd probably change my answer because the Spurs continue to do the same thing. And the draft odds just seem – I mean, I saw that the other day. There's a chance that they're going to – like, they have a shot at Boozer.
Oh, totally.
It's legitimately is it the Hawks?
Yep.
And
the DeJounte Murray trade. Yep.
Yeah. And as soon as, like, that starts kind of making rounds around NBA Twitter, Trae Young out with a little injury. Obviously much better than it looked when he walked out with sort of like, those calf injuries – non-contact stuff, but terrifying. So glad that he's all right and Dylan Harper's good. Those are scary ones. But, yeah, I think 2030, I'm saying Thunder. 2035, I'll go Spurs. I'll cheat.
All right. I appreciate the nuance. Seeing questions in chat, Nicholas Danforth and Mark both ask, will we find out if we got a box prior to the end of the standard pack drop pre-order? Yes, that is the entire point of the stagger. If you haven't found out yet, give it another, let's call it 5 to 10 minutes. I would not be too nervous yet. You should know by, I'd call it 4:20 Eastern, whether you were successful or not. We will look to get an update out there. I'm going Spurs. I think that you got to give the Thunder the odds-on favorite chance to win this year, so that if they do make good on that, that's one. I just think Wemby is so generational in a way that we can't even comprehend yet. I was watching last week. It's impossible to watch. Like, I know I was giving you my Carter Bryant take earlier. It's genuinely impossible to watch the Spurs game and not just have your eyes glued to Wemby the whole time. It's insane. I've never seen a defender like him. On offense, he's quickly gone from borderline liability to possibly unprecedented dominance, just like that. And then you look at the pieces they have. The most likely outcome, I think, is De'Aaron Fox becomes the odd man out of that group, because Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Carter Bryant, Devin Vassell, it's just a lot of good players. We're not even talking Keldon Johnson, who 2-3 years ago, Jeremy Sohan 2-3 years ago, those were the future guys for this team. I'll give you my favorite fake trade. I like a world where the Spurs just embrace how unprecedented Wemby is, and they supplement him with Karl Anthony Towns. So you bring Karl Anthony Towns into San Antonio, makes up all the liabilities that Cat might present on the defensive end. You bring Wemby in, or you bring Cat in. He now instantly gives them a go-to offensive weapon. You send De'Aaron Fox to Milwaukee. De'Aaron Fox becomes kind of the centerpiece of a rebuild. The Knicks give Milwaukee some assets, some picks, maybe OG Anunoby, and that's how the Knicks are able to bring in Giannis. I think that's where I see the best upside. Obviously, there's a lot of rumor, a lot of talk about Giannis going to San Antonio directly, and certainly they can go that route as well. I just think they could give up a lot less to get Cat, and Cat might be just as impactful for that team long term, given how unique Wemby is in terms of skill set.
I like it. Quick note: the reservations aren't showing on the homepage; it's lagging a little bit. We just cleared 7,000 on the 4,900 individual standard packs available. So just want to give a little bit more more of an update on that one as we're trying to figure out, trying to get it reflected on the homepage.
Sam, I think that we are on the home stretch here. Let's make a bold prediction for the rest of the season and wrap it up. What is your bold?
I think the Bulls keep winning.
Bulls keep winning.
I think the Bulls keep winning. We were talking with our resident Aussie, Steve, today, and he made a good point. It's like, I think we all knew that Josh Giddey was going to put up numbers this year.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't so sure he was going to put up wins. He's looking great. Vooch is looking great. Hit basically the game-winning shot last night. And East is wide open. So I don't know. But we're going bold here, so I'm just going to shoot from the hip and say Chicago Bulls home court advantage in the playoffs.
Home court. Wow. I like it.
I'll say top four. I'll say a top four seed, Hey, I
asked for bold. You were bold. I appreciate it. Questions from chat. I thought I just addressed it, but just to reiterate, you will know, you will get your money back if you didn't get the boxes before the packs end. That is the intention of the stagger. Give it another 5 minutes. I think we should probably know within the next 3 or 4. Similar. I'll stay East. I really think that Philly is going to be like a play-in team, but come the playoffs, they're probably the team, as a Knicks fan, I'd be the least excited to see. I think they're uniquely talented, and I think that Joel Embiid it's going to be the first time. I'm going to look so stupid. This is going to get clipped. Everyone's going to share it out. This is going to be the first time going into the playoffs that Joel Embiid's actually like ramping into shape rather than grinding to a pulp. And I think that's going to be really important for their playoff odds. Paul George, hopefully, for their sake, is healthy. And, Jared McCain hopefully comes back. Like, it's just too much talent, right? You forget about guys like Kelly Oubre when you're talking about them. They've also done the Portland to Brooklyn to Philly special on Watford and Walker, which is fun. So that's my bold take. I just look at the East as a Knicks fan. I don't think the Knicks are that good, but I don't see who else is coming for the throne. And then I look at Philly, I'm like, oh yeah, they have the talent to do it.
Yeah, and they've got, I think, I don't know how long Dominic Barlow's out, but he's looked great.
He's looked really good.
Still needs a Top Shot debut. So I'm hoping he comes back soon. Don't want to give him one while he's injured, but he's ready. He's in the wings. He's on deck. How are we looking? Let's get a live update here. 7,717 is our live number here.
Box delivery at 80%. All funds have been returned. So if you got your funds returned, you can deduce whether or not you got the box. So everyone should have their funds. Everyone should be able to make their decision on whether they want to go for more packs. But you are 100% locked in. If you've gotten your box, or if funds have been withdrawn from your account and not returned, you will be getting a box. About 20% of the boxes still to go. Again, what's different with these boxes and cases than packs historically on Top Shot is these boxes and cases are minted on chain, which makes it a little longer to transfer, but they are coming fast and furious. So congrats to those that did get one. Congratulations. I see I am Herta in chat saying they got one. Congratulations. Very happy for you. Real quick chat. If you do get a pack, if you do get a box, if you do get a case, please share the love. Record your opening, go live with friends, talk about it, have some fun. This is going to be pretty fun. This is going to be a good one. I want to see in chat right now. Don't tell me you're looking for the Cooper Flag 101. We all kind of know that. Other than Cooper Flag, maybe other than VJ Edgecombe, who is the moment across all of the sets, across all of the tiers? What's the moment you're looking for? What do you want? What are people looking to get? How did I only get 3 out of 30 boxes? I mean, makes sense.
By the man.
Yeah, we had a lot of people probably got fewer out of 30 orders than you. That's just how the cookie crumbles with the draws.
Jacob, same question to you. What's your first purchase? Like, you're buying singles on the marketplace now. What's your first purchase?
It's a good question. Probably Cedric Howard.
Yeah, we're in a wild west here. You know what I mean? I think that, like, with these rookie debuts down to 1K, like, I think in seasons past, you can kind of get, you can prepare saying, all right, I'm going for the rookie debut set. I need to set aside, like, I feel like this is where we're going to land on the top 5 pick, the number 1 pick, like the 6 to 20 in tier guys. You can kind of, you can get your cards on the table and you can make sure that you're ready with your offers, which packs you're going to go for. With like 1K debuts, for me, like, as again, someone who's always going to do rookie debut, I'm not only wondering, like, there's no way to gauge what is a 1K Cooper flag, you know? But on the other side, like, for a guy like you mentioned earlier, like, what's a 1K minted Drake Powell?
Yep.
Like, previously, seasons past, you get your $2, $3, $4 offers in on opening day, and you're kind of like, you let it rip, and you sort of see where they fall. It's like, I have no idea, as someone who's going for the set, exactly where I'm going to go. I'm going to need to packs close in 7 minutes, and we're going to be within these packs, we are at over, I want to say the Cooper flag supply release is 96, 97%-ish. We're saving some back because it's going to be fun to, I want the chance to pull a Cooper flag rookie debut in every single pack this year. I don't know if we'll stretch it that long, but like at least one. It was so much fun in seasons past when it was like, you get into February for the Wembanyama season and you're saying, also, there's still a Wemby in here. And so it's going to be nice to see, like, we're getting nearly full supply out on opening day. And these are the lowest minted, even for, like, the fresh threads and season tip-off. We're minted to 249, and I think that's the lowest veteran, like, non-rookie rare mint in packs since Series 1. Since, like, first round Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals things. So it's like, it's going to be really fun to see sort of everybody start collecting these.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation, needless to say. It's going to be interesting where the parallels end up. What is the difference going to be between the out of 50 and the out of 99? Seeing a couple of questions in chat. Can you get rookies in the reward packs? Yes. This fast break, we are setting aside 5% of every edition. And those were going to go into the reward packs for fast break. So this is the most upfront distribution of rookie debuts in Top Shot history. We're getting them out there. We're going to let price discovery figure itself out.
One little fun note, too, speaking of rewards and reward packs and rookies being in reward packs. So season tip-off, fresh threads, this is the entire set. These are all 20 editions that there's going to be all season long. So those sets are completable today. And so in seasons past, we've obviously done like moments as challenge rewards. This year we're doing packs as set rewards. So if you go to the challenge builder and you have all of season tip-off and or all of fresh threads, if you lock those sets within the challenge builder, you're instantly going to get a set reward pack with chances to hit rare parallels, rookie parallels. I think that there is let me see which one of these set reward. I want to say there's an SGA Ultimate in there. And so there's like 568 total possible completions between those two sets. And so that's how many packs there are. If you complete the set today, you get the instant repack. If you complete the set in a couple of months, you're still going to get that instant pack. So I'm really interested to see sort of like, it's going to be fun to sort of sit there and say, oh man, that hit that I want from that set reward pack still hanging out in those packs. Maybe I want to go do season tip-off now and, take my shot at those. These packs will also be So you can technically get them today if you lock your sets, and they'll be sellable on the pack marketplace immediately. So you can rip it, you can flip it, do whatever you want to with it.
Rip, flip, stash.
Rip, flip, stash. I like it. Okay.
Tyler asks in chat, how many reserve for standard packs? This is 2 minutes outdated now, but we are closing in on 10,000 orders. 5,000 packs, 10,000 orders. So be sure to get in on it. Again, when you are looking at kind of your decision making, you'll be able to rip, flip, stash, of course, on these packs. You'll also be able to go into the pack marketplace. Some collectors might be selling boxes or cases whole. Some might be ripping open their boxes or cases and selling the packs from within. So lots of ways to play that game. The Con Knipple 1/1 Rookie Ultimate is hidden in one of these packs. So it's gonna be a fun one, everyone. We appreciate you sticking with us through the stream. Sam, should we see it through for the next few minutes, or should we wrap it here? All right, we're gonna see it through. Chat, give us some topics to discuss. We have gone through all of our gimmicks, but we're gimmick guys. We like talking. So put some ideas in chat. We will respond in real time. It could be Top Shot questions. It could be NBA questions. It could be questions about Sam's band, The Weeks. Check them out on Spotify.
That's the new gag. All right, 9,300. I think we're at 9,300 on the nose.
9,300. All right, let me go to my notes. Let's see if I've got any other bits. Okay, last one. You can tell I'm in it for the F5 culture. If not John Morant. Or no, it could also be John Morant, but let's not say John Morant. Who's the biggest superstar that's going to change teams this season?
It would have been fun to say Giannis a couple months ago, but it ain't happening. They're looking good. I mean, he's got his new superstar in Ryan Rollins, so dynamic duo. I don't know. Who's your pick? I got nothing. You hit me with left field here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm gonna, out of fairness, I say this with a lot of appreciation and love for the guy because I think he's been underrated for a lot of his career. I'm not gonna say DeMar DeRozan is in the superstar tier, so I'm not gonna count him. You know what? Things move really fast in the NBA. And Shams, of course, to what QA experts putting in chat, Trae Young is a name to watch. I'm also going to go out on a wild limb here. And I'm going to say, don't be shocked to start seeing Devin Booker's name start coming up a little bit. I think it's going to move fast when it happens. I think it would be a little surprising if it started this season, just because like post KD trade, he must have known what this season was going to look like. But I wouldn't be shocked if he said, I got him to the finals and it hasn't been smooth sailing ever since, and I'm ready for a new challenge. I think that could happen in the next calendar year.
I could buy it. I could see that for sure.
And who's your prediction to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals? And the West. Let's give our finals predictions, I suppose.
I definitely am going to say OKC. In the East, it feels. I guess I'm going to go a little wild here, just because there is no clear cut. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go right back to it. I'm gonna go Bucks Thunder. It's hard to be confident about your East pick. The Cavs feel like kind of the easiest answer, and then pretty quickly, you're getting down to like you said. I haven't really seen anything from the Knicks this year that makes me feel like they're going to break through, which is a shame because obviously got so close in a tough East last year. Let's see. Getting somebody in the chat, my new normal is asking to explain the box toppers. Okay, so We've got the standard pack, which is a single standard pack. And then we've got the rookie debut box. The rookie debut box contains 7 total packs. It's got 5 of those rookie debut standard packs that you can purchase independently. So it's basically you buy 5 of them, and then you get 2 box topper packs. Those are going to be like your guaranteed hits. So you're getting to rip a bunch of packs at once, but you're sort of getting like a bonus pack for buying the bundle. And in that box, you've got about a 25% chance to hit a rookie parallel. Let's see, about 10% chance at a rookie debut at a 50, and then like a 15 or so chance at a rookie debut out of 99. There's a bunch of, at worst, you're getting a standard rare, but there's also 5 ultimates. We've got 2 of the SGA Supernovas, 2 of the Dirk Nowitzki Supernovas, and the BJ Edgecombe is hidden inside these box hoppers. So they're single moment packs. You get 2 of them for every box. And they've got some straight heat.
Final tally, 9,443 orders placed. 1,000 plus collectors getting in on them. It's a good time to be a collector on Top Shot. You are at the ground level. We see some folks in chat getting some parallels, the out of 99 club collection. Those are the scarcest base set moments we've ever had. They are collectible in their own right. They're colorful, they're pretty. As far as collecting the entire set, that's a big set to collect, but you're going to want to get your favorite team in that parallel just because the collectibles themselves are that pretty. All right. Well, Sam, thank you for sticking with me through this. Chat, thank you for sticking around. This was a lot of fun. Let us know feedback, ideas, gimmicks, bits, things you want to see for our next one. We are going forward here. Our next drop, December 3rd. In the meantime, every day, virtually every day, trade and auctions for special serials. We had Dylan Harper's go today. I think it was $8,000 in ASP traded in and burned. The Rui Hachimura Cosmic, a gift that keeps on giving in terms of headaches for us. But hey, there are only so many of those, and they are getting burned by the day. So that's good to see. Collectors, keep your eyes out. VJ Edgecombe's trade and auction coming soon. You're going to want that special serial 77 and a lot of other rookies. We talked about it a little bit. The guy I missed, Sam, as we were going through our redraft in 2030, Trey Johnson. I think we're both pretty bullish and high on him. So, man, I look at this class and I look at the Brooklyn Nets who had 5 first rounders in this draft. And I like Drake Powell. I'll give him flowers there. And some of the other guys have some upside. But
I think Igor Gemin, he's going to get the rock a lot. And I think especially if Cam Thomas does end up going anywhere, all these guys are going to get all the looks they can handle. Ben Suraf, Danny Wolf made his debut last night at long last. Yeah.
All right. So, Chad, if you're with us, that means you're NBA sickos like us. Here's the game I want you to play. Rate the penmanship. Go through the rookie debuts, the parallels in particular. Find the inscriptions and tell me which rookie you like the signature of the most and the inscription you like the most. I'll give you guys my vote. I think Carter Bryant knocked it out of the park. What good handwriting. But as you look through the players, you're going to find some that are maybe a little less legible, maybe a little less took fewer calligraphy courses growing up. Let's put it that way.
I'm going BJ Edgecombe. BJ, you can tell that BJ, there's like a pressure sensitivity, whether he used an Apple Pencil or he just had the settings on point. It sings more. You look at it and you see it. It's that, the thicker penmanship. And I honestly don't even know. It's more of like a mark. It's a pretty cool signature.
It is. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like this Harry Potter insignia on it. Chat, again, thank you. We really appreciate you tuning in. This was a lot of fun. congratulations to those that got packs. Let us know what you pulled. Share on Twitter, tag me at Eisenberg43, tag Sam at UL_D, and keep us posted. This is going to be a fun month ahead. It's going to be a fun season ahead. We've got a lot of cool things in store. Not everything has been revealed yet, but you're going to like what you see. You're going to like what you pull. And till next time, happy collecting.
I'm going to go collect right now.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Take care.